This is Cloud Cape Coast. Welcome to another edition. My name is George Kofi. If you are new here, just sit tight, watch the videos, subscribe, comment, like the videos, and let's go on with it. Today we're going to take a look at NAT Gateway, which is Network Address Translation Gateway. It is one of AWS networking services. With the architecture on your screen, you know that, hey, this is helping us to get internet from a private subnet. In modern cloud environments, balancing secure network design with the need of external connectivity is essential, and that is the reason why we have NAT Gateway. It plays a vital role in enabling instances in private subnets, in securing access to the internet for tasks like patch updates, packet downloads, communicating with public API without exposing those instances to inbound internet threats. All right, now you can see the architecture online right on your in front of you on your screen. This is what we're going to do. And I used to create, in for the sake of time, I used to create the resources, and then I'll get to a point where I will start doing it. But recently I looked at one of the job descriptions, and it says, hey, you're going, we're looking for someone who can create everything from the start to finish, from the grounds up to completion. So now all my videos, I am going to start from the beginning. So with this architecture, yes, we will be in North Virginia. This is the VPC that we're going to create with a side out range of 10.100.0.0/16. We're going to create a private, we're going to link it to, or assign it to an internet gateway, create a public subnet, private subnet, create an EC2 and another EC2B and SSH into this one. And because we're going to deal with NAT Gateway, which is not free, we're going to create another public subnet and connect it, assign the NAT gateway to it. And finally, we're going to go to the private subnet over here and make a rule from the root table that all traffic that are coming here should go through the NAT gateway, and we're going to ping Google or something to see if we can get it traffic going through. So let's go on with it and use this architecture to create our NAT gateway for this learning purposes. Alrighty. Alright, so my kids are asleep, so but sometimes they'll be coming around who is talking and all that. So yes, and then it says 10.100.0.0/16. We're going to create that. I'm going to leave everything as default. Since we just created an internet gateway, just going to create an internet gateway and attach it to the VPC. Sorry. And it's detached, so we're going to go over here, attach it to our VPC, VPCA, and we're going to create two subnets, one public subnet and one private subnet. VPCA public subnet 1. Going to be in the same availability zone, which is North Virginia, with a SATA range of 16. We're going to 10.100.0.0/24. Add a new subnet to it. So we're going to do the private subnet right here. Private subnet is 10.100.11.0/24. Let's create these subnets right here. So I'm going to make this as simple as it is, and I'm going to go as slow as it should be. Right after creating our public subnet and our private subnets, I'm going to go ahead and create our route tables for each subnet. So I'm going to call this VPC A public subnet out, public subnet 1 out. This is our VPC right here. Public subnet is created. We're going to go right into the route and say all traffic coming from here should go through the internet gateway. Assign our internet gateway, and boom, and associate our public subnets with the subnet over here. Alright, so now let's go ahead and create a route table for our private subnet. VPC A private subnet out to private subnet 1 out to, and we're going to select same VPC created. This is just going to take the local, so we're just going to go to the subnet over here and associate our private subnet, which is right here. So boom, we are done with this architecture over here. So we have basically done this right here, this one, except the EC2A and EC2B. And this is what we are going to do next right about now. So let's go to the same availability zone, which is not Virginia. We don't have any EC2. Let's go to instances, launch an instance. What is the name of the EC2? EC2A. See, we don't have any key pair, so we're going to create a key pair for it. EC2A key pair. Download it. Then we're going to go to the networking section and then edit it. We're going to choose our VPC, which is the one that we created earlier on. It is assigned us to the public, the private, no. But I forgot something. I normally do this earlier on. Anytime I create subnets, I choose the public subnet and come to actions and go to edit subnet, and this one, enable this one to allocate public IP address or to assign public IP address, but I forgot it. So, but the reason why I'm saying this is that you can do it over here. You can do it over here. So let's refresh and see. wanted to go to sleep so all right, this is fun. EC2A. All right, let's do it quick. Select our key pair that we created, edit, go there, same way. Now that we chose the assign public IP in there, you see it is selected as enabled. Before it was disabled, so we're going to choose VPC here. We need the public subnet. We need the public subnet. Yes, we're going to have EC2 a security group, EC2 a security group, and here we're going to say SSH from everywhere. I wanted to make a mistake over here, and then when we get to where we're going to SSH, I would just come over and then, you know, say that, hey, this was the mistake. That's just troubleshooting, because, you know, you just have to know where you can go to troubleshoot. But we're going to leave it like that for the sake of time. It's already late, so I'm going to say SSH from everywhere. I can customize it to come from, you know, like customize it and then choose the side out block, which is 10.100.0.16, but I'm just gonna leave it like that and do SSH from everywhere. I'm going to also add another one to it, like, hey, let's try to ping it. So we're going to choose all IPMC. I'll just choose from everywhere again, and then launch it. Let's launch our EC2. Oh, with the IP, I could have chose my IP address, but let's try and see if it's going to work. So since it is you know, pending, we're going to go ahead and create EC2B. I'm going to go ahead and create EC2B. Assign it to the same key pair and go to the edit. Let's go and choose our VPC, and then we're going to choose the private. Private comes with a disabled assigned IP address. Yes, EC2B security group, EC2B SG. Alrighty, SSH. I can say from the side out. Let's customize it and see from the side out. So we are in the same. We are in the same availability zone, and let's create this one. Right. Going to take a few seconds. I'm going to go to the instances, refresh over here, pending. All right, so the first one is running. Let's take a look at our IP address, and this is the private IP address. So for us to get our encryption for our private key, which is the PPK, yes, just come over here, load it up, and then save as private, and just give it a name, EC2A private key with 2 Y. All right, close it out. I'm gonna copy the public IP address and go to my party. Put the public IP address here, SSH credential, and then with a 2Y. So that's what we did. And then open up. There we go. Boom. So we're going to log into US EC2 user. Boom. We are in the first private IP, which is 10.100.0.243. So we got a 10.100.0.243. So we're going to go into the private. We're going to go into this. We are here. We have SSH into this, which has a public IP address that is the jump host. Because to come over here, we cannot do it from here or from here or from here. We have to do it from here where we have public IP address, and then we're going to go into our private IP address, and we can use the private IP address to come over here. And then when we are here, we can just use it to check for internet so that nobody can see anything that is going on over here. It's private and internal. So now we've done this over here. So we're going to SSH into this over here, into this EC2 over here. Now it just came up as running. So let's take a look at our IP address. Because it's internal, so it doesn't have any public IP address. It just have private. Okay, so we're going to, I'm going to click on Control L to clear it up, Vim, and create a key pair, key.pam for it. When we are inside creating the file for it, we just click on I to bring the insert, and we're gonna go to the downloaded PAM file, which is this one. Open it up, copy it all. You have to copy everything, and then come over here and just right click. After you right click, you click escape, you do the colon, and it's going to be WQ. There you go. It is saved, and you have to change the permissions on this one. 400 key.pam. All right. So now let's go ahead and copy the private IP address from the private EC2B. And SSH I key.pam EC2 user, the @ symbol. We're going to put the IP address over there. So yes, boom, and we are in just 10.100.11.222. So we have 10.100.11.222. There we go. So we are in here. So everything on this end has been done. So the next thing that we have to do is come here. So now we're going to go back to VPC and create a public subnet. Boom. Let's go straight to VPC quietly. Come over to subnets. Select our VPC. VPC public subnet 2 in the same availability zone, and this one is going to be 10.1.0/24. Right, so the the public subnet is done right away. This one, we're gonna go right away over here, select the public, or in the route table, come over here and associate the new public subnet, that we just created with the same route table that we have. So you just check up on it and click on it. Now we have done everything over here, so we go straight to NAT Gateway. Let's create a new NAT Gateway, VPCA. We can name it VPCA NAT GW, NAT Gateway, and it's going to ask at which subnet do we want to connect to it. So we're going to choose VPC public subnet 2, which is the one that we created. And over here, it's going, you know, it has to have elastic IP. So we allocate one to it from here. These are the reason why NAT Gateway is not free. So right after we finish everything, we're going to destroy them, to delete all of them. So NAT Gateway, create NAT Gateway, and let's try and see if we can ping Google in this environment. So we are not getting anything over here, any response over here. So that means that we have to go to the route table, because everything has to come from here. So we have to go to the private, and then to the private subnet, go to the route table, edit route, and make a route that every data that is being transferred over here, or every data has to come from the NAT Gateway, and boom, and then we're going to save it. Okay, so let's go to the NAT Gateway to see if it has finished. It is still pending. Let me restart it a little bit. I'm going to pause. Alright, so I paused the video for a minute, and NAT Gateway is available. Let's go and see if we can. Oh, traffic is already going through. Look at it. Look at it. Look. As soon as it came in, traffic is already going through. So we are successful in getting this. So I'm going to click on Control C, Control L, and ping it again so that you can take a look at it. Boom, 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 boom. So we did great. We did good. I hope you can also take a look at it and be able to, get your own or create your own NAT Gateway. And we are in the learning phase. We are in the learning process. So it's exciting to see that, hey, we are learning something, because most of the time, if you don't get success, you just keep doing it until you get it right. And that's my motto. So yes, sir. All right, y'all have a good night, and if you are new here, go ahead and subscribe, and let's comment and let me know that, hey, you are here, and let's do this. Thank you.